Let us begin with our lecture on soft gelatin capsule. As we have seen, there are two types of capsules. We have one as hard gelatin capsules and the second one is soft gelatin capsules. As the name goes, hard gelatin capsule is hard. The shell is hard in nature. As the name goes, soft gelatin capsule, the shell is soft in nature. Apart from these main important difference of soft gelatin and hard gelatin, where the gelatin is hard and gelatin is soft, there are many other differences which you are going to see in which you are going to see further. Let us first see about the definition. How does the definition of soft gelatin capsule goes? Now, soft gelatin capsule is a one piece capsule. Okay, there is no cap, there is no body over here. It is a one piece capsule, right? So it is a one piece capsule in which you can fill what? You can fill liquid, you can fill suspension, or you can fill semi solid. It is not that you cannot fill powders into it. Powders can also be filled into the soft gelatin capsules, like you can fill liquids into hard gelatin capsules. Okay, in the similar manner you can fill powders also in soft gelatin capsules. The equipment that is used to fill powders into soft gelatin capsule is known as aquagel, which we are going to see further. Okay, but usually in hard gelatin capsules, what you fill is usually you fill powders, you fill granules, you fill granules plus tablet, you fill pellet in hard gelatin capsule. And in soft gelatin capsule, what you usually fill is you fill liquids, you fill suspension, and you fill semi-solid. And it is what? It is one piece. In a hard gelatin capsule, it was what? It was two piece. It was cap and body. Here it is just one piece of. It is just a single piece unit. Okay. Next another important thing is this soft gelatin capsule is filled and hermetically sealed. Hermetically means with the help of heat. So it is filled and heated. It is filled and sealed in a single operation. So you prepare the capsule, you fill the capsule, and you seal the capsule. Okay, sealing of the capsule, preparation, filling and sealing of the capsule is just one process. If you have seen in hard gelatin capsule how it was, preparation was done by some company which was brought to you. After bringing that capsule in some different unit, you used to fill it using those different equipment, automatic, semi-automatic, or hand operated. And then what you used to do is the next machine used to seal it. Okay, so there were three different processes of filling, preparing of capsule, filling of capsule, and sealing of capsule. Here the capsule is prepared, filled, and sealed, and hermetically sealed in a single operation. How that we are going to see in our last lecture of soft gelatin capsule. These soft gelatin capsules are also known as soft gel, whereas hard gelatin capsules are also known as hard gel. So as per definition, soft gelatin capsules are one piece form that encases a predetermined dose of what? Liquid, suspension, or semi-solid. Powder may also be present, and it is filled and hermetically sealed in a single operation, and they are also known as soft gel. This is about the definition of soft gelatin capsule. Now let us see what are the advantages and disadvantages of soft gelatin capsule over the other dosage form. It is not only over the hard gelatin capsule, it is over the other dosage form also. It is over the liquids, it is over suspension, it is over what you call that tablet, right? And it is also over the hard gelatin capsule. So what are the advantages of soft gelatin capsule? One of the major advantages it improves the bioavailability, because what you fill into it is liquid, you fill into it solution. So the bioavailability is always increased. Once the capsule breaks open, what goes inside the oral cavity is, or whatever wherever you are intending to use it. So it can be, as I said, it can be used in ophthalmic dosage form also. It can be administered in vaginal route also. It can be incorporated into rectal route also in the form of soft gel suppositories. Okay, so wherever, or it can be taken orally also. So wherever you are intending it, okay, the drug is immediately available. So it has improved bioavailability. The thing which Jivika asked me yesterday, okay, in terms of that, okay, the drug is immediately getting released. Okay, The next is it enhances the stability of the drug. Definitely over tablet, or over liquid, over suspensions, etc. It is going to have enhanced stability because the drug is encompassed in what? In a shell, right? In a soft gel. Hence, it is going to have a increased drug stability. It is definitely going to have superior compliance as compared to you can take tablet, as compared to you can take hard gelatin capsules. Okay, it is going to definitely have increased superior patient compliance. Even the look of this capsule, soft gelatin capsule, is very appealing. Okay, hence it is definitely going to have a very superior patient compliance. The product can be differentiated by different ways. It can be differentiated by colors, it can be differentiated by size, it can be differentiated by shape, isn't it? Pudin hara capsule you can easily identify, isn't it? You can easily identify the 7 C's capsules which you are taking. You must have already taken 7 C's capsules. So these capsules are very easy to identify. They are having very catchy color, they are having very different size, they are having different shape. Hence they can be easily identified. Even if I take some Pudin hara capsule in my hand and I show you which capsules they must be, you will immediately say it is Pudin hara. Okay, just by seeing the color, the green color, the round shape of the capsule, you'll be able to understand immediately. If you have used the ophthalmic semi-solid preparation in case of conjunctivitis, those capsules have a peculiar shape. Seeing to that shape, you immediately identify that this must be for this capsules are used for conjunctivitis. Many of them using vitamin E, isn't it? You must be adding vitamin E into your hair oils, etc. Okay, those vitamin E capsules are having a peculiar shape, having a peculiar color. Okay, and they can be easily identified. Okay, so these products can be differentiated with the help of color, size, and shape. Now let us move further about the portability. It is easily portable, it can be carried, okay, in your packet, in your pocket easily, and it is also easy to swallow. The next important advantage that it has, it is tamper proof. Okay, you cannot like you can separate, even separation of hard gelatin capsules, that is cap and body, it is difficult because the cap and the body, they are sealed. Okay, but as such they are not that much tamper proof. If you apply a little bit of pressure, the cap and body, they can be separated out. But if you see the hard gelatin, if you see the soft gelatin capsule, they are totally tamper proof because there is no cap, no body. It is a single unit, and it also masks the bad taste and odor. Right? It like tablet, like hard gelatin capsule, it is having a uniform and precise dosing. It is also readily available, as I've said. Okay, that is it is having improved bioavailability, so it is readily available, and hence it is having a very faster action. You can also have specialized kind of soft gelatin capsules. Okay, for example, chewable. You can have chewable soft gelatin capsules, or you can also have extended release soft gelatin capsules. So these type of specialized dosage form in soft gelatin capsule is also available. That is another advantage with soft gelatin capsule, and it can be administered to different routes. Okay, you can give soft gelatin capsule through ophthalmic route. You can give, as I told you, conjunctivitis soft gelatin capsules are very famous. You can give it through vaginal routes, or also you can give it through rectal routes in the form of suppository. So these soft gelatin capsules can be administered by different routes. So these are some of the advantages of soft gelatin capsule. As any dosage form is having some advantages, they are having few disadvantages also. Okay, so what are the limitations of soft gelatin capsule? First of all, the main important limitation is regarding the equipment. The equipment that is used to fill the soft gelatin capsules is very costly in nature. Okay, the second disadvantage that it has is it is having higher manufacturing cost, as the equipment is what you call that, costlier, as the whole process, the use of gelatin, the other material, etc. So it is having a very higher manufacturing cost. Hence, these soft gelatin capsules are costlier as compared to that of tablets. Next is regarding the stability. There is a stability concern because the compounds which are susceptible to hydrolysis cannot be filled into the soft gelatin capsule because there is a problem of permeation. Okay, moisture, etc., can be permeated, okay, through this shell. Hence, because of the problem of permeation, the substances or the drugs which are susceptible to hydrolysis, they cannot be packed inside this soft gelatin capsules, or you can say it is having a little bit of stability concern when it comes to the substances which are susceptible to hydrolysis. So you have costly equipments, you have higher manufacturing costs as compared to tablets. Also, there is some stability concern when it comes to drugs which are susceptible to hydrolysis. Another thing is efflorescent material. Okay, these material also cannot be incorporated, or they cannot be put inside the soft gelatin capsule. What happens is, because with this material, they cause softening of this shell. So this shell softening is caused because of this efflorescent material that is present inside it, and because of which leaching of this material, okay, takes place, right? That's why efflorescent material cannot be incorporated into the soft gelatin capsule. Along with efflorescent material, deliquescent material can also not be incorporated into it. Because why? It causes hardening and brittle capsule. Because these material, what they do is they absorb the moisture that is present inside the shell. So the shell के अंदर जो moisture होता है, this moisture is absorbed by this material. Okay, and because of absorption of this material, what is happening is this shell, it becomes hard and brittle in nature. Okay, so these are some of the limitations of your soft gelatin capsule. That is, it is costly. The equipment that is used is very costly in nature. Okay, it is having the manufacturing cost is higher as compared to tablets. It is having stability concern when it comes to drug which are susceptible to hydrolysis. Efflorescent material cannot be incorporated because it causes softening or leaching of your capsule shell, and also deliquescent material cannot be incorporated because it causes hardening or brittleness in the capsule shell. Okay, these are some of the disadvantages. But if you weigh the advantages over disadvantages, you will find that the soft gelatin capsule are having far more advantages as compared to limitation. Okay, hence it is one of the very preferred dosage form. Now let us do some comparison between hard gelatin and soft gelatin capsule. If you consider that the shell, okay, so if you consider the hard gelatin capsule shell, we may or may not use a plasticizer. A plasticizer may or may not be used. It is optional. As you remember, when we are doing formulation, it was optional to use a plasticizer. But when you see soft gelatin capsule, plasticizer is an important component. Plasticizer, if you remember, this plasticizer we have studied in coating. Okay, for example, glycerol, propylene glycol, sorbitol. I told you that time, all that ends with all, they can be used as plasticizers. Glycerin means glycerol. Okay, so glycerol, propylene glycol, polyethylene glycol, sorbitol. Okay, so all that ends with all, okay, is an example of plasticizers. So these plasticizers are required to be used in a soft gelatin capsule. It is an integral part of soft gelatin capsule. I'm talking about soft gelatin capsule shell. Okay, these plasticizers are an integral part of the soft gelatin capsule shell, right? They may not be an integral part of the hard gelatin capsule shell. The moisture that is present in hard gelatin capsule is quite high. It is near about 12 to 16%. Whereas if you take soft gelatin capsule, the moisture that is present is near about 6 to 10%. So the amount of moisture that is present is very less in case of soft gelatin capsule. Regarding the sizes and shape, we are going to see in my next slide. If you see the hard gelatin capsule, there is only one size and shape. It is a two-piece product, and the size is only one, that is oval shape. So you have oval shape size of your hard gelatin capsule. Whereas if you see soft gelatin capsule, it is one piece, and there are many sizes. You have round shape, you have oval shape, you have oblong shape, you can have tube shape, you can have the different kinds of shape, you can have suppository shape. Okay, so different shapes of soft gelatin capsules are available. If you see the contents that can be filled inside the hard gelatin capsule, usually what you fill is dry solids. Or optionally, liquids and semi-solids can also be filled. But main thing that you fill is dry solids, right? Usually dry solids. If you see soft gelatin capsule, usually what you fill is liquids and suspension. Okay. But optionally, you can also fill dry solids inside the soft gelatin capsule, but this is optional. So usually what is filled? Dry solids. Here usually what is filled is liquids and semi-solids, and suspension is filled in soft gelatin capsule. If you take the manufacturing procedure, as I've told you earlier, okay, here cells are made in one operation and filling is a different process, and sealing is the third process. Over here, the capsules are formed, they are filled in just and sealed in just one operation. So how is the sealing? It is hermetically sealed, right? And how is the closure over here? Okay, it is basically the friction fit, where the capsule is fitted inside the body. So the body is fitted inside the cap, okay, and a mechanical interlocking takes place. Also, there are also the sealing is possible with the help of banding, whereby you have the cap, you have the body, and you have a band over it. Okay, this is the band over it, which fills the which fits the caps and the, so this cap and this body, okay, they are fitted with the, they are sealed with the help of a band, or also they can be sealed with the help of liquid. So there is a liquid that is applied over here at the joining points, whereby the cap and the body, they get sealed with each other. Whereas how is the sealing that is done over here? It is done with, it is hermetically sealed over here, right? The next important point which we are going to see in great detail is about the bloom strength. Okay, bloom strength again is a very what you call that, patent question of your GPAT examination. Okay, they like this question very much regarding bloom strength. At least one question will come on bloom strength. So what is bloom strength? That we are going to see further. But in case of hard gelatin capsule, the bloom strength that is required is 220 to 280. If you consider the soft gelatin capsule, the bloom strength that is required is near about 150 to 200. As I told you, what is bloom strength, that we are going to see further. If you consider the shapes and sizes, as I told you, you have round shape, oval, oblong, tube shape. You can have miscellaneous shapes, which you can see over here. So you can have a suppository shape, you can have a triangle kind of a shape, you can have a spoon kind of a shape. So different shapes are available. You can have tube like shapes, and the sizes also they differ. In case of round, it varies from 1 to 90. In case of oval, it varies from 1 to 110. In case of oblong, it varies from 3 to 360. In case of tube, it varies from 5 to 480. And you can have some miscellaneous kind of soft gelatin capsules also. So these are the various shapes and size of capsules that are available. Okay.